you're just going to run over me every single week, aren't you? You know, she's getting more and more bold. What are you going to do with her?
You have to. You won't breathe. I got to like jump in there. Take a break. Breathe, man.
This brings this month to a close. We've been talking about the alchemy of health, and we've talked about what health really means, and we've gone through all the different areas where it applies physically, mentally, emotionally. And today we're going to wrap up with spiritual health.
Yes.
So there's a lot of confusion around what it means to be spiritual. So maybe we should start with what is spirit, Bersabeh, in your opinion?
My opinion, spirit is everything. It's the animating life force. It's everything that you see with your eyes is spiritual.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. And that's not what is most commonly believed.
No.
But the mysteries, which alchemy is a part of the mysteries, obviously, tells us that spirit is the animating life principle.
Yes.
That's what it really is. It animates everything. Spirit is the movement of the creative force.
Yes.
Now we're going to have to get esoteric here for just a moment, if you'll allow me. You know, we do our best to keep it as simplified as possible, but if you go to the book of Genesis, the original translation, not the current translation, but in the original Hebrew, it says, and the spirit, in the creative story, it says, and the spirit of the Elohim moved upon the face of the waters. The spirit of the Elohim, not the Elohim.
No.
And you know, we won't dissect that any more deeply than that, but the spirit moved. The spirit of the Elohim, which is God, moved upon the water. So then what that tells us is that spirit is the movement of the creative source. And certainly from an alchemical and a mystery perspective, that's what it means to be spiritual, because there's a whole lot of confusion.
Oh, for sure.
You know, around, go ahead, what it means to be spiritual. What do most people think it means or believes it means to be spiritual?
Most people think, you know, just praying, meditating, praying. That's
chanting.
Chanting. That's spiritual. Or going to church, or
being kind.
Well, being kind is spiritual.
Well, it's all spiritual. You already said everything is spiritual.
Yes, and those things are nice, and yet all of life is spiritual.
That's right. And so contrary to popular belief, again, from an alchemical perspective, which we're talking about modern alchemy here, to be spiritual, you have to be active, because spirit is the active force, the animating principle. Spirit is movement. You have to move to be spiritual.
Yes.
So move how?
Well, what's the best way? In everything you could possibly think of, movement is working. Is your deeds, huh? It's your deeds. It's your actions.
By your fruits, you will know them. One of the messengers said to us, by their fruits, you will know them. By their results.
It's by your actions and deeds. I think every messenger of any religion has said that to us.
Yeah. I mean, you can meditate, certainly. And you should. You can read great spiritual works, certainly, and you should.
Yes.
But the bottom line is spirit is energy, and energy has to move.
Yes.
In fact, even quantum physics tells us that. It says every single thing is comprised of energy, and what is energy always doing? Moving, vibrating. It has a frequency. And so energy...
You can't be praying and laying on the couch eating potato chips and watching Netflix, binging on Netflix. That is not being spiritual.
No, you got to move. If you get this, spirit is the animating life principle, then life has to be animated. Life has to be movement.
Yes.
And energy that no longer moves, according to physics as well as the mysteries, is no longer energy.
It's dying.
It's dead. It's dead. So likewise, spirit that doesn't animate the body, move the body into action, is not really spiritual. Now, I know that's very different than possibly or probably what you've been told or taught.
Yeah.
But the fact is, we've attempted in our best manner to break it down step by step. If we understand that the spirit of the Elohim moved, then we understand that the mysteries teach us, as well as great religions, that spirit is the animating life principle, as you started off with. And so consequently, we have to be animated. We have to move.
Yes.
According to physics as well. So, what are some of your types of meditation? Because they're very movement oriented.
Yes, mine. Mine are running sprints, rock climbing, and swimming laps.
Running sprints.
That's how I meditate and pray.
Is that spiritual?
Oh, it's very spiritual.
Well, you're definitely animated.
You're definitely in focus, and what it does. Okay, so the spiritual side of it is it forces you to be completely focused, 100% present.
Present, good word.
And your being, your essence, whatever is inside of you, is 100% present here and now.
You're not thinking about the rent that's due.
No.
You're not.
And you're not thinking about, I'm praying to God. Hopefully I'll get something good out of this.
Yeah. Get me out of this mess I created.
Will you please give
please
me
save
something?
me. But nonetheless, presence is a great word, because at the end of the day, meditation, and this is a whole nother topic that we're not going to spin into, but let me just throw this out there. Meditation is the control of focus.
Yes.
And so when you are present, if you have ever seen any of the posts I posted, Bersabeh hanging off of a rock wall a few times, I doubt very seriously if you're worrying about our next podcast or thinking about,
do I look good in this pose? I don't think so. That's when you fall and crack your head.
Good point. So again,
Thanks.
Just in summation, spiritual health, spiritual alchemy has to be put into motion.
Yes.
Emotion is energy in motion. It moves the body to act. Spirit is the animating life principle, as Bersabeh said right out of the chute. And so you have to be moving. You have to be animated. And in that way, are you really, truly spiritual? Hopefully we've given you some things to think about, and more importantly, to move upon and act upon, because that's how you become more spiritual, truly defined. I want to thank you for a couple moments of your day.
Thank you for being here.
Until we see you next Monday, we'll start a new topic next Monday. God bless.
What is that?
See, you put me into a corner.
I did it again.
Yeah, you did it again.
Oops,
it's okay.
I did it again.
Yeah, I think it's economic alchemy, but don't hold me to that. Anyway.
Okay, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, have a wonderful
see you next
day.
week.
God bless. Lots of love.
Bye-bye.